Yorgos Lanthimos the Lobster unfolds in a world where love has been rendered a bureaucratic necessity. In the film's dystopian hotel, single people must find a partner within 45 days or be transformed into an animal. Love here is stripped of mystery and reduced to measurable compatibility. Nosebleeds, limp walks, and shared habits become the algorithms of desire. Yet, beneath Lanthimos' absurdity lies a question that resonates deeply with Alain Badiou's philosophy. What happens to love when it becomes rationalized to an extreme? Careful, spoilers ahead. For Badiou, love begins not as harmony or sameness, but as an event, an encounter that interrupts the logic of the world. It emerges from the moment two individuals, from their separate worlds, decide to construct a shared truth, what Badiou calls a scene of two. In this sense, love is not the discovery of similarity as the hotel demands, but the creation of difference sustained through fidelity. The Lobster renders this philosophical tension with unnerving precision. The film's first half, confined to the sterile architecture of the hotel, stages the state's attempt to annihilate love as an event. The institution replaces the unpredictable encounter with a regime of matching and metrics. The characters are framed in static, often wide shots, that emphasize the dehumanizing geometry of the environment. Their speech is flat, their gestures are robotic. The cinematic choices generate a form of emotional deadness that becomes essential to understanding what love means within this universe. In Badiou's term, this is a world without the event, a world where love has been reduced to policy and the fidelity to difference replaced by obedience to sameness. If Badiou writes that love begins with an encounter, a rupture in the ordinary order of things, Lanthimos depicts a society where no such rupture is possible because the ordinary has been mechanized into totality. When David escapes into the forest, he joins the loners, who reject love entirely. Yet this resistance is merely the mirror image of the hotel's control. Both deny the eventual dimension of love. The forest, ostensibly a natural space of freedom, becomes another arena of ideology, its fractured editing contrasting sharply with the hotel's cold stillness. Yet this freedom is equally hostile to love, something represented through the framing. The environment has changed, but not the way the camera frames it. The loners prohibit intimacy, the hotel mandates it. Between these twin authoritarianisms, love as Badiou imagines it becomes an impossibility. And yet, against this double negation, the fragile relationship between David and the short-sighted woman begins to emerge. Their love is born not from matching traits, but from a secret shared space, from gestures of mutual recognition and risk. Their secret conversations are shot in tight, intimate close-ups. Their whispered exchanges in the woods become acts of fidelity, moments where they insist on a truth the world cannot contain. In Badiou's terms, David and the woman are constructing a scene of two. The film's final scene, suspended in ambiguity, crystallizes the Badiouan dilemma. David stands in a diner's bathroom, holding a knife to his eye. To share the woman's blindness would be to return to the logic of sameness, the very world they sought to escape. But to refuse would risk the loss of their shared truth, the fragile fidelity that defined them. Lanthimos offers no resolution, because love, in Badiou's sense, resists closure. It is a wager, a commitment without guarantee. In this way, The Lobster can be seen as a philosophical fable about the conditions of love in a rationalized world. It exposes how the modern obsession with symmetry, whether through dating algorithms or social norms, strangles love's radical power to disrupt. By juxtaposing absurd order and barren freedom, Lanthimos enacts Badiou's insight that love is neither institution nor negation, but an ongoing act of fidelity to the event of difference. Love, as The Lobster reminds us, is not about finding someone like you. It is about an ongoing decision to see the world from another perspective, rather than the solitary self, even when all institutions conspire to make that impossible. Thank you for watching this video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to keep track of other videos. Don't hesitate to leave a comment or to contact me if you want to know more. See you next time!